Hey there, my English-speaking colleagues. I'm happy to greet everyone. Today I'd like to take a look at Bitcoin, specifically the price of Bitcoin after the halving. I believe this will be interesting for us and we need to know it. Let's switch to the chart right away, and on the chart I'll show you how much Bitcoin can cost after the halving event. Quite interesting indeed. Guys, we're looking at the Bitcoin chart here. We're currently on the weekly time frame logarithmic scale. I want to bring your attention to the previous halvings we had before. Let's observe what occurred previously. Hey, take a look. We have the halving event of 2016 in this context. Before this halving, we're seeing a peak in Bitcoin. So here's what we're going to do now. We are going to run a Fibonacci grid from the highest point to the lowest point and observe where Bitcoin reached after the halvings. All right, let's stretch the Fibonacci grid here. What do we see? We observe that Bitcoin has reached the level of 161.8 in our analysis. That's the level of growth where Bitcoin could reach, and Bitcoin even broke through that level and reached the next level of 61.8. It was a great growth back then. We don't need this Fibonacci anymore. Let's keep watching. Hey, check it out. We've got the 2020 halving going on here. Here we have the identical peak as we had at this location. Here we have the lowest point. We are performing Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point. What do we observe? We observe that Bitcoin then increased and reached the level of 161.8. That is a goal that consistently takes place. That is the goal we are depending on for our calculations. Similar to the prior event, we can see that Bitcoin has clearly reached this goal. That's exactly where the magic occurred. We no longer require this Fibonacci. Currently, we are on the verge of experiencing a halving in 24 years with only a few months remaining. We're back at the peak here, just like it was in the past, and we're at rock bottom here. We are going to draw a Fibonacci grid from the peak to the bottom and see where our target is going to be. So we're doing Fibonacci from peak to bottom and see where our target is. Here's our goal, level 1, 61.8. This level, that's our goal, where Bitcoin should go after the halving. What's the price of Bitcoin? That's $160,000 per Bitcoin, maybe 170. According to Fibonacci, we can expect Bitcoin to reach these targets. What do you think of that? At the very least, we reckon that Bitcoin will be worth $120,000 after the halving. That's the bare minimum, but we have every reason to believe that this will be the goal of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin could possibly grow to $160,000–170,000 for us. Dear colleagues, please stay tuned to our channels and we will continue to discuss the price of Bitcoin as well as the price of all other coins, because we'll be making a profit. I was glad to see you today. Until we meet again.